All day like all night like let's get it like let's get it like let's get it like
What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. As you can tell by the thumbnail, I shot my personal record. We are playing a beautiful course up in here in Grants Pass, Oregon. It's called Dutcher's Creek, and this is probably one of my favorite courses I have played. I've been struggling with the driver, so I'm playing from the white tees today, and as you can tell, my driver is more of a game of whack fuck, and I duck-hooked it barely over the water. Second shot was just as bad and almost murdered a group left on the 8th hole. From here I had to take my medicine and punch out. Ended up hitting a fine 4th shot, giving me a par look, but not ideal for a 390-yard par 5. Here I ended up 2-putting for a bogey, but make sure you stick around. It only gets better, and make sure you want to see the 18th hole. Hole 2 plays about 360 yards, dogleg right. Another beautiful shot over water with the scenic views of the mountains in the background. I took a 3-wood here and I piped it straight down the dead center of the fairway. From here I had about 135 yards in and I hit a 9-iron, and this finds the back part of the green, giving me a good look for birdie. Here I had about 10 feet. This one I thought snapped but didn't break as much, but tapped in for a stress-free par. Alright, hole 3, another short par 4. With the tree in the way, it makes you hit a hook around. And would you believe that this was my best hole after the tee shot? So I topped that one 50 yards, and here I had about 165 yards. I hit a hook, and it actually rolled up right past the pin, and a couple feet, and it would have rolled off the back. This I had for birdie, and luckily the hole was there, otherwise that one was gone. Hole 4, the first of the par 3s. If you're not familiar with Oregon, this hole summarizes it. Tee shot was extremely sunny. Hit it solid, just a little bit left. And then walking up to the green, that's when the rain begins. I somehow lodged that ball into the tree, but golf is already hard enough, so I gave myself free relief. At this point, I just wanted to get out of the rain, rushed my chip a little, and after this putt, I gave myself a 2-footer for bogey. Hole 5, first of the par 5s. Been practicing a little cut, trying to get rid of my duck hook. Actually hit this one pretty solid, hit the left side of the fairway. This guy to the left was in the danger zone, so I just took a 5-iron, just laid up. I couldn't reach the green anyways. Gave myself a nice little number in. From here I hit a pitching wedge. Pretty feel confident about this shot. Just having to catch it a little too clean. Might have hit the gym a little too much, and just a little bit long. From here, straightforward chip for birdie, and just missed by a foot. Able to tap this in, safe par. Hole 6, second par 3 of the day. Pretty confident with my swing so far until this. This was a high fly ball right over the first base dugout. Somehow it's ended up pin high. And here's the chip. Did not want to leave it short, so made sure just to get it on and give myself a chance for par. At about a 15-footer up the hill for par. Gave it a solid run, just didn't break. Alright, hole 7, another short par 4. This one's a very technical hole. All I wanted to do is just get one in the middle of the fairway. There's water short and left. Actually hit the fairway here, gave myself a nice yardage in. Over some water. When I hit this, I thought I hit it perfect. Thought I hit it within like 10 feet, but when I went up to the green, I was about 40 feet away. This one, just a long lag putt, and somehow actually hit this pretty speed-wise, pretty good. Give myself 2-footer. I go walk up, tap this in for par, stay at 2 over. Alright, hole 8, another short par 3. This one's pretty tricky. Really short, small front. So anything long is fine. Pin is tucked in the front, so I went with a 52. Ended up a little long right. Gave myself a birdie look. Just left it a little short. Ended up tapping in for a par. Rounding off the front 9, this is the only hole that goes uphill. Dogleg left. My aiming point was to the right of the tree, but as Beyonce would say, to the left. Had a drop on the only patch of grass I could find. Straight uphill shot, left or short rolled down, had to aim a little right. Got it on the green, gave myself a look for par, and just like last hole, left it a little bit short. Hole 10, another short par 5. This one was tricky. Water about 215 off the tee, so I just went with a 5-iron, hit a little draw, get it down there. This hole is extremely narrow. Driver, I have no idea where driver was going. This I actually laid up perfectly for my hook, and might have overhooked this just a little bit. Catches the right side of the fairway. Got myself a nice approach in, and this one was going straight at it, but I must have ate my Wheaties this morning a little too strong. Give myself a little chip coming down for birdie. This one I got scared. Anything past the hole was running down. Just got it on the green. Gave myself a look for par. Really took my time over this. Got a good read. Pretty confident in this line, and all I had to do was give it a good roll. Hit this one pretty solidly, just right in dead center. Hole 11, another par 3. This one's pretty long. I clubbed down, playing about 160. Hit a 7-iron, just trying to hit that 150 number. Aimed a little bit left, playing for my draw the last few holes, and of course it did not draw. Had a little chip to a short-sided pin, and actually hit a really good one. And went up, just tapped it in with my wedge like a boss. Hole 11, really happy with how I'm playing. I'm +3. This was only about 260 to the front. Wanted to put both cheeks into this one, and actually hit it really good, but as Beyonce would say again, to the left. Had a drop, play this one lateral at about 100 yards in, used a 52 degree. Hit it pretty solidly. Gave myself at a nice par look, about 7 feet. This one I couldn't commit to a line and ended up missing it low, but did tap in for a bogey and go +4 on the card. Here we go, lucky number 13, dogleg left. Here I hit a little cut, as some would say. Luckily there was a lot of opening left, hit the rough left. Still gave myself a nice yardage in, hit a 9-iron, and this was probably my shot of the day. This or the shot I had on 3. This one landed to about
walking up to the green.
feet. That's my ball mark, closest I ever be to an eagle. Yeah, about 3 feet. So gave myself about a 3-footer for birdie, and I almost missed that ball. Tough par, but game back at it at number 14. Can't let it get in my head. Short par 3, about 100 yards. And the ball must be flying up here in Oregon, because I hit a 52 degrees with my 100-yard club. And that one went about 110, 115. But nonetheless, gave myself a nice birdie putt and just missed it a little low and a little short. Didn't give it enough pace. Tapped it in for another stress-free par. Hole 15, playing about 330 yards. This is at the point where I was starting to think about my personal best, which is +6. Then the old swing came back into play, hooked it right in front of the tree. This one wanted to keep it a little low, kept it too low, hit a stump, and then shot straight left. But back in the fairway for my 3rd shot. This one, at the time, I thought I crushed it long of the green. Made perfect contact, and a draw lie just didn't draw. However, this one ended up short and in the bunker. Not much sand in this bunker, just treated it like a little pitch shot. Got it out pretty solidly. Gave myself a look for bogey. And gave this one a run, just didn't know which way it was breaking. Ended up tapping in for a double. 16th hole, another long par 5. This one I actually missed a good swing on it, a little fade. Just down the left side, missed the fairway left. But still pretty happy with how I hit it. This one I try to hit a low cut, and yeah, I don't have that in my bag. This one's my favorite. Joined the Dodd Club, the driver off the deck. And for some reason, whenever I do this, I hit it better than I do off the tee. Gave myself a nice little lob wedge in. But again, ball was flying, missed it a little bit long, but not a bad spot, straight downhill. Gave this one a run. Had a nice little tester coming back up the hill for a bogey. All I want to do is make sure I give this one a run. Did not want to leave it short, and almost left it short, but tripped it in for a bogey. All right, hole 17, another par 3, and outside of Half Moon Bay, these are probably my favorite 2 finishing holes on the course. This is a nice little par 3 right over water. Somehow, with the rain, saved it. It just plugged short of the green, it didn't roll back into the water, which I'm happy about. Gave myself a nice little par putt here, and got it to go. Now all I need is a birdie on 18, and I break my record. Here's 18, one of the best hole on the course. You want to normally aim right at the water, and then you have a nice approach shot. But for some reason, I took the big boy line here. It was playing short. It was only 235, and I just had to crush a 3-wood. Actually did that. Surprisingly, I hit it straight. Somehow it stayed on the green, back left. This putt was straight downhill. Luckily, the greens were rolling pretty slow today, and I was able to get that into within a foot and tap this in for a birdie. And this card's my best score on camera and in person at 6 over. Really love this course. Really enjoyed it. If you're in the area, I highly recommend it. If you made it this far, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all later.